vengeance.
Gold!
Okay, there we go. There we go. My OBS had decided to disconnect all of my my things for some reason. That was annoying. Hello, everyone. My name is Mikey Fatum. Welcome to another Vengeance God stream, also known as Vengeance God, also known as Ambassador Cal. It's good to see you all. Hello to Mark Chief and BD and Eric and Altani and Trexpert and Dexter and Eric. Hello, all of you. So sorry about the audio typo, but thank you very much to Altani and Dexter for the subscriptions while we were running ads at the beginning. I appreciate you both very much, and I am really grateful. The number of subscribers we have has it's gone down a bit since we first started streaming. And I think I need to do another subscriber challenge. So I'm open for suggestions. Last time you all suggested the Oberth only stream, and that seemed to be pretty popular. So if you can think of another way for me to torture myself for your amusement, hit me up. Is the subscribing the mistake, Altani? I'm having trouble following. It looks like my mic is peaking. Let me know if that's going crazy. So yeah, how was everybody's weekend? How did everything go? We went. I took Mei Ling on a surprise trip. Play a Fed character with no melee. No. All right, I'll have to look that up, Altani, and see what it is. You got yourself a spooky. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that and see what a spooky is. But what was I saying? We went on a surprise trip down to the San Diego area. I didn't know this until just now, but there's actually two San Diego zoos. There's the San Diego Zoo and there's the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. And the San Diego Zoo Safari Park used to do, and doesn't anymore, this like sun up, hang out with the cheetahs at sunrise thing that my wife has always been dreaming of doing. They don't do it anymore. They probably won't until they get some younger cheetahs, because all of their cheetahs are pretty old right now. Like they're 11. That's old for a cheetah. And so a toaster waffle covered in beach dirt? What? You have truly confused me, Trexpert. Anyway, but I did book her a behind-the-scenes tour of the Big Cats. Oh, San Diego. Okay. I did book a behind-the-scenes tour of all the Big Cats they had there, and did not know that was going to include the cheetahs, and in fact take us as close to the cheetahs as you could possibly get. They had a cheetah come over and say hi to us from across the gap, and he was amazing. He was an old man with dwarfism, and he was blepping for most of the time. Just someone finally asked, "Why did he stick his tongue out like that?" And the trainer was like, "Because he's silly." So that was great, very exciting, and I got really, really close to lions and tigers. And let me see if I can find this really quick, because I know y'all will appreciate it. I did not know about the relationship between the San Diego Zoo and Star Trek, but I'm gonna send this to myself if I can, so I can put it up on the stream rather than just showing you my phone. So let me do that real quick. But the Tiger Maternity Ward was apparently paid for or donated to by by Majel Roddenberry. And so Oh, thank you very much for the stream for the sub, Theron. I appreciate that. I hope your Memorial Day weekend is also full of honor and glory. Has it really been 6 months since we started? Already? Wow. Okay. All right. I'm downloading the picture. Give me 1 second. Oh, and the issue that I was having on Friday fixed itself. Thank God. Well, I fixed it, but it is now fixed. Thank God. All right. So this, I can pull it up. Ooh, Starfleet Scouts. That sounds fun. I stuck it in pictures where I have a billion pictures. Why did I do that? Because my brain was like, that's where it goes. It's a picture. There it is. Okay. Fit to screen. So this is Majel the Tiger. I as soon as we walked into the room, I saw her in her little side room having a nap ish and looking at us, and I said, oh my god, I love her. Actually, it's a him. Turns out it's a him. But I love him. I love him so much. And so he actually is. It's a he, but he actually is named after Majel Roddenberry. Our tour guide didn't know who Majel Roddenberry was, so when I pointed out the sign, I was like, "Oh, so he was named after Majel." She was like, "Oh yeah," pointing at the sign. I think he donated a lot to the zoo. And I had to be like, well, she's the computer from Star Trek and Gene Roddenberry's wife." And I started info dumping maybe a bit too much. But it was fun, and oh my god, he's so cute. There was I should probably get a bunch of the animal pictures sent to myself and put them up on the stream. But for right now, okay, cool. We are going to talk about something stream related as soon as I get, and then we're going to play some Star Trek Online. But if you want to see more specific animals, I now have pictures of baby giraffes. I have pictures of a tiger cub. It's not really a cub. He's quite grown at this point. I got pictures of a sand cat. There's all kinds of great stuff. But there's some cool news today. I have just added a bunch of merch to the merch store for Vengeance God, which you can find right there at that link, vengeancegod-shop.fourthwall.com. First of all, there's the ones you already know about. The amazing Duncan Idaho designed proud captain of a frisbee strapped to a canoe, and USS Oberth, a frisbee strapped to a canoe. But now I have added you Madron, bro. So you can get that on a shirt now. You guys came up with that, and I am using it for a shirt. And we've also got, this is a bunch of selections of the Ludo narrative dissonance discussion we had a while ago, which I think might just be Ludo. No, it was Ludo narrative. What was the command? I have forgotten. I'm gonna have to go look. But if you guys remember, ages ago we oh, the command is dissonance. We had a running joke where y'all came up with different definitions for different kinds of rhymes with Ludo narrative dissonance, and we now have that command that'll play a random one of those. Now you can get a whole bunch of them on a shirt. And finally, we added this. Fragrance isn't here, but I have this shirt now for your purchase, and it doesn't specify which side you take in the unending argument, so you can just proudly proclaim that you're right. The Chosen 2023, welcome, welcome. Thanks for chatting with us for the first time. My favorite starship class in STO is the Mothla class, specifically the refit. I really like flying it. It's a really fun ship to fly. It turns well. It's got a really cool like drifting thing going on, but it's also I'm responsible for its creation. I walked over to Thomas's desk one day and said, "Hey, what would it look like if you took a Discovery bird of prey?" Because I was flying one of those at the time, and updated it for 2409. And that bug got under Thomas's bonnet, and then he passed it on to E.C. Henry, who designed the ship. So technically, that ship was designed for me. Muhahaha. So yeah, special place in my heart. And speaking of which, there she is in all her glory. The Odyssey in Yorktown, those are good choices. Good classic choices. It's never safe to turn off your computer. All right. Do I want to show your project, Trexpert? I haven't watched it yet. How long is it? Let's see. Two and a half minutes? Sure. Let me find it. You said it was in the STO section, or is it in the fan art section? There we go. Okay, I found it. Let me download this real quick. We'll put it in clips. Hey, either or works. All right, I am downloading it right now. Once it downloads, we can all watch it together. Yeah, I was on New Romulus when we logged out last time. All right, almost there and downloaded. All right, let's take a look at this thing. You're just jazzed about being on the show, man. Makes sense. I'm often jazzed about being on any show. Okay. Oh, neat. It's kind of like a like intro video. Can't hear it. That's it. Oh, there's me. There's I think you might have needed to hold on each ship for just a second or two longer, Trexpert, but it's still cool. I'm still enjoying myself. The music is very Trek. It's Galaxy Quest. So yeah, did you spawn all these in Demo Recorder, Trexpert, or did you have a bunch of people come by Earth Space Dock so you could record the demo? Well, I guess you could have gotten lots of us on Earth Space Dock. Each one has some scope. That's awesome. So you went to Earth Space Dock when it was crowded and changed all the skins up. I like it. Yeah, that's one of those trade-offs you have to do. Why was there a Psycor logo up there for a second? Was that from Babylon 5? The trade-off is you get to... Oh, and you had another 30 seconds of song? Yeah. For now, but that's cool, Trexpert. It's one of those trade-offs. I remember when I was filming pro wrestling promos, there was a video where I was trying to get the exposure right, and I got the exposure to I set the exposure to the background so you could see the background, because otherwise it would have been completely invisible if I'd exposed for the person's face. But then the person's face was completely blown out and you couldn't see it. So I had to learn. Sometimes you sacrifice what you know, things that seem like they'd be bad in order to make the video good. I think if you held on each one of those for like 2 seconds, yeah, the video would be longer, but you clearly had time for it. And someone found me while we were hanging out. Hello, Furia. Who are you? Oh, cool, Altani. That doesn't help me at all. I mean, I know the AC-130 is the plane that shoots from all the from the sky stuff. Yeah, I saw the Los Gatos. That was cool, Trexpert. Um, but I don't know how did you get yourself a spooky? Is it an STO ship you're calling a spooky, or oh, we got other visitors here too. Hello, Calator. Good to see you. Whoa, hey. We're having a conversation here. Okay. Is this the one we were doing? Yes. And it's this away. How far this away? Where are we going? I think it might be right around the corner, actually. Oh, the Daka Daka ship that you were talking about before. Awesome. I love that, Altani. I hope you didn't have to pay $15,000 for it. Oh, nope, this is not where I'm going. This is a different Romulan surveyor. Okay, where am I going? Star Trek. Oh, Fleet Command? Um, I'm sure they're allowed. I mean, honestly, anything that STO creates, Starship wise, is owned by Paramount. So if Fleet Command wanted to build those ships, they totally could. $395, Altani? Oh, okay. Can you send me that money? No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. But that's funny. Oh, so as soon as you bought it, they put up the deal for $30 less for each one? That's good. Am I missing something? There's the caves. Okay, so I gotta go to the Pados Crater. I don't know if I've been there yet for teleporting. Oh, glowing mailbox. Let's check that out. Yep, I haven't been to the Payhouse Crater. All right, what have I been to that's close to it? Probably nothing, because it's way down there. I don't think I... Well, actually, I think I've been to the Vastum Peaks. They might do it, Altani. Yep, I've been to the Vastum Peaks. Oh, I'll check that out, Dexter. Thank you. Yeah, so there's never really... I mean, for there to be internal drama... Ooh, thank you. That's a cool-looking sword. My inventory. God. Freaking... I would personally send Deca programmers money to create a system that automatically opens your R&D boxes. Like, it's a thing you can check. It's just like, yeah, I just want to automatically open this. I did not see the new anime Predator. Is it good? What have you guys seen? The new movie Predator looks great. Yeah, hey, Jexemi. Fun on New Romulus indeed. All right, let me look at this sword you gave me. See what it's like. Okay, so just basic attacks. As opposed to... Let's see. Does more damage, though. But my Kurleth does a lot of other stuff. So I think I should probably leave the Kurleth. But I don't know. This looks like it's pretty cool. Well, now I can't sell it, so I'm committed. Okay. It's a randomly dropped sword from a ground NPC. Well, I like it. We'll run with it today. Okay. I was doing something else. Yes, that something else was looking at my reps. How close are we? Oh, pretty close to 5. Actually, I think we're at 5. We just... Oh, no, we have to fill 5, not... Okay. Ooh. All right, we're up to Tier 3 for competitive war games. Yeah, that's very true, Stu. Also, hi, Stu. How you doing? I still think I like the Emperor's Sword the best out of all the melee weapons I've tried. But I also haven't done Mara's Spin to Win build. I need to look that up again and sit down and actually do it. Okay, now, did I miss the end of Tholian Trouble? No, we've got, what, 1 day left? Okay, we're going to do one more so that we can, so we don't have to buy out quite as much. And then we'll buy it out after that one, since there's no way we're ever going to do more than that. And I guess I'll start running in that direction, since I am still waiting for this queue to pop. I thought it was going to happen automatically. Or immediately. So I am, folks who just joined, I'm taking suggestions. Is that a death drop? Might not be a death drop. We'll find out. I'm taking suggestions for a new sub-challenge I can do. The Oberth one was pretty popular, it seemed, so want to keep that up. Keep that going. Get our subs back up. What? Why? Oh, because the Red Alert begins tomorrow, and then based on patterns, the next episode. Yeah, I don't know. Fingers crossed. River Pigs! Okay, here we are. And mute. Or not mute. Cloak. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? While we're waiting for this mission to start, I will quickly once again let everyone know that we have new merch in the merch store. We've got, of course, the 2 Oberth shirts that Duncan designed for us that are amazing. And then we just added You Madron Bro. And a collection of all of the ludonarrative dissonance rhymes that you did. And this Right About the Last Jedi shirt that you can wear to proclaim that you're right about the Last Jedi. So if you want any of those, go pick them up. I'm sure this mission has started now. Yep. I swear I'm not trying to AFK, everybody. Got it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I will try to get the Sword of Sto-Vo-Kor. I love that ship, BDSO. I tried so hard to... I was pushing so hard for it. I was so happy when they finally made it. Spacebar 1. Spacebar 2. Out of cloak and kill. So since we last talked, I have listened to a lot more of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm 3 books deep into the 7-book series now. Y'all need... If you aren't reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, please go read Dungeon Crawler Carl. It is incredible. Oh, God. Oh, God. And they said that skill was useless. Healing Cloak activate! Hey, Eric! Thank you very much for the raid! How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. You have Sasori Rink 3. How is everybody over at that channel doing? What were you guys up to today? Did you have fun? Dexter, he does have the secret Mark IV, but he can't use it on live servers. That's against the rules. If anybody from Eric's chat is joining us for the first time and this is their first raid to us, hello, my name is Mikey Fatum. I'm a variety streamer. I do STO on Mondays. Currently, we do Jedi Academy on Tuesdays. Wednesdays is No Man's Sky. Thursdays is City of Heroes Homecoming. And Fridays is Fortnite. All of those are subject to change at any time, except probably Star Trek Online, because I know which side of the bread my butter is on. Something like that. But we're on every weekday at noon, except on Tuesdays when we're on at 1, because I have therapy. So if this seems interesting, drop a follow. Drop a subscribe. Drop a following, subscribe. Subscribe and follow. I don't know. I'm goofy today. Klingon dialogue. Is that Remain Klingon? No, that's not. It's something else. Do you speak Klingon, maybe? Once upon a time, I spoke Klingon... Oh, no, I never spoke Klingon good. But I spoke Klingon... I spoke some words. I learned how to say it is a good day to die. But I've forgotten that one. I do still remember shut up being Bayat Yabeth. Dexter, that's great. I love it. Yaj just to understand. Okay, so is that Deyajla? So that sounds like, do you understand Klingon then? If I had to guess. Maybe once I finish my Japanese course on Duolingo, I'll go back to Klingon. Although I feel like we've talked about this before. I feel like the Klingon or the since Duolingo is now like an AI first company, I probably shouldn't be giving them any more of my stuff. All right, Nuke means what? I'm pretty sure. And Nukdak Yuktapol. I don't know the rest of it. I know Nuknek is what do you want. Why am I not shooting my guns? Alright, did my weapons get disabled somehow? Okay, let's go back into Cloak, since I can't seem to shoot at anything. I actually am surprised and pleased that I knew any of those words, Toby. I really wanted to learn. I've wanted to learn Klingon my whole life. I just have not dedicated myself to it. Well, I'm gonna get that warp core breach. Whee! Ah, okay. The Tholian torpedoes did that. All right. Was there like a... There must have just been something on my buff bar that I wasn't looking at, because I don't know what any of these mean. I mean, I know what these mean because I activated them, but... All right, get out of here! Where to next? Yeah, I worked with or not really worked with, but I've talked to David, I think it's David, over at the Klingon Language Institute a bunch. They're a really cool group of people. The year of Klingon was big for me too. I really loved that year. Well, hey, I always appreciate your nuisances, Jeremy. I figured the blue ones were good, the red ones were bad, but given how often I act confused about this game, I can understand you thinking I needed that basic comprehension. Why does my loot have Xbox controller icons? I've got a controller plugged in, so it's probably just giving me the option. Spacebar 1, spacebar 2. Here we go. Did I get disabled again? Okay, there we go. Also, what did Nuke Duck Uke DePaul end up meaning? I see this, the spaces and capitalization were incorrect, but I didn't see what it actually meant. Did you see a green one? Seek a doctor. What if it lasts for longer than 4 hours? I'm just kidding. It's me. All of my injuries last longer than 4 hours. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Chef Tig. It's a cool name. Is the Tig from Tig Notaro or something else? Open fire! All weapons! If only somebody would retire the injury system. Just do it, Jeremy. We've been talking about it for years, and you're all like, oh, but I don't know. What if it has uses? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's useless. Destroy it. Cast it into the fires of Mount Doom! Isildur! Where do you keep the chocolate? That's awesome. Damn it, Jeremy. Now Gollum is going to kill you and take the injury system for his own. I, by the way, love to death the way Isildur's actor says no. Thank you very much for the follow, Toby1364. Appreciate you being here. I do greatly appreciate that this person's name is Rimmer. I understood that reference. Will he ever need a Zimmer? Maybe. I mean, you never know when someone will need a Zimmer. Why am I disabled again? I don't see a thing that says I'm disabled. Fire everything! Oh, that should be a sound, too. Nero going, fire everything. Oh, that's right. I was going to add a new sound today, and I didn't. In the audiobooks for Dungeon Crawler Carl, there's a, you know, because it's a lit RPG book, he gets achievements every now and then, and the audiobook narrator always goes, new achievement! And it's pretty great. I might have to take that. What I want to do is I want to take that and make it a sound, but when you guys enter the request for the sound, you have to type in what my new achievement was. Hey, Chef Tig. I see you there. The voice of Isildur is actually also Hugo Weaving. That makes so much sense with how that guy said no. It's just so good. I use that GIF constantly. Whenever somebody is like, you should do this thing. No. I'm not needed here. We did it! Good job, everyone. Yes, my fleet. All of these players work for me. Oh, that's a question for Jeremy. Okay. I was like, I don't know. Dexter recorded a joke for the injury system. All right. Once again, Dexter proving he's an excellent voice actor. I know you're worried about like losing disability and stuff, but even if it's just like for free fan projects and stuff, you got to do some voice acting, man. That's great, Truxford. When I went to, and you don't have to be on your way, Toby. I love having people here who speak Klingon. Please stay. That makes sense, Jeremy. Wait a minute, what? Where do I go? Oh no, I have to follow that bridge. How do I get to that bridge? Do I have to... Alright, we're gonna go through the Apo fields, even though it's longer. Wait, you didn't hear it? What do you mean you didn't hear it? Are you guys not hearing game audio right now? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, let's try that again.
Give us the injury system, precious. Yes, Trixie Portacus.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm glad I played your sound clip so we could catch that, Dexter. Stu, yeah, the game audio is me opening Spotify and playing Danger Zone at the loudest possible volume. Did you know the song Take My Breath Away by Berlin for the Top Gun movie basically broke up the band Berlin? I was watching a YouTube video on this the other day, and the song was written for the movie, and they were just looking for a singer to sing it. And the lead singer of Berlin, whose name I have now forgotten, sent in a demo tape, got hired to do it. They gave her band credit for the song, and they put it on their next album, and it was this monster hit. But it didn't sound like any of their other songs. And there were a couple of folks in the band who were like, well, why aren't we getting famous playing our music, yo? And it led to a bunch of tension that was already boiling under, that basically broke up the band. Well, yeah, Worf is an honorable Starfleet officer. Klingons are great in Starfleet. What? Well, the knockdown effect is pretty cool. Let's get some... Hig pu bol dik vam bol dik dik oh. What does that mean? And how would you recommend the best way to learn, Toby, if I wanted to? BDSO, I have no idea. That would have been a Keith question back in the day, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna make sure I get this teleporter pad before I start the mission. Yeah, that probably would be a copyright strike, Stu. Stu, you're right. The Tal Shiar aren't our biggest problem. As you've probably seen, Tholians have an interest in this planet too. Go to the cave entrance, a small crater in the forest. Find the Tholian console. use these codes. They have to work. They have to. Sounds good. Chain clearance. Oh, I have endeavor points. Thank you, BDSO. Alright, so max shield, shield hardness, or control resist. What do you all suggest? I'm not saying I'm necessarily going to do it, but... Oh my god, Toby, has somebody written the entire Dead Parrot sketch in Klingon? Because that's amazing. They're all meh. Alright, well I wanted better max shields, and that's what Trexpert says too, so... Hey, Gokrin! Welcome! How you doing today? Yeah, it's one of those, Jeremy, it's one of those, like, I don't think we'd have that, but on the other hand, we might. I'm doing pretty good, Gokin. Or Gokon. Is it Gokin or Gokon? I like the animal sounds in here. Locate the missing scientist. Hello, missing scientist.
I'm very glad you could take time to assist us. We've been having some strange occurrences lately. Noises we can't identify are being heard deep in the caves, and our supplies keep disappearing. One of my scientists volunteered to investigate, and he hasn't returned. Would you be willing to look for him? Any scans you could take when you're in the caves would also be very helpful.
Trexpert, the way I always do it is I always read the text as slow as I possibly can. So, like, me reading this, the speed that I would read this text at, I'm very glad you continue to have to assist. We've been having some strange occurrences lately. Noises we can't identify being heard deep. Like, that's how fast my brain reads. So my holds would always be too short if I was doing that. So I try to imagine a person saying it and be like, I'm very glad you could take time to assist us, so that I give myself enough time for other people to read it who aren't me. That's cool, Toby. Are there any, like, guided lessons in there, or you just kind of dive in and figure it out? That's why I specified do it slow as you can. Imagine someone slow saying it. Like a Pokled. Not like slow mentally, although the Pokled example didn't help with that. But more like someone who talks slow. Yep, Stu, we mentioned that earlier. I was saying I should get on Klingon on Duolingo. Thank you, Gokon, for the subscription. I really appreciate it. And then I was remembering that they'd just done that, and I probably don't actually want to do that. And then sighing in frustration, because it's actually a useful program. I still can't believe you got the Pac-led ship. Would have done a whole stream about how much I can't believe you did the Pac-led ship, but COVID struck again. Oh, hey, little scorpions. Did y'all know scorpions glow in the dark in real life? It's in my daughter's zoo book that she wants to read before she goes to sleep every night. Aw, thanks, Dexter. I appreciate it. Again, I am looking for additional suggestions for a sub-challenge to do for the month. We have a, we did the Oberth challenge. That went over pretty well. You guys seem to like it. I'd love some other ones. Somebody said play a Fed character with no melee weapons, which I could do. But I'll die of boredom. Well, that's cool, BDSO. Maybe we'll still do it then. When I first announced it, the first comment I got on Blue Sky was, "Didn't that ship come out a while ago?" So I immediately was like, "Oh, no one wants to see this," and then I got COVID. Oh, I found a mystery wall. Oh yes, Trexpert. I remember those. I think they still make pillow pets. I don't know if they're called the same thing, though. Gotta love it when people leave the force field emitter on this side of the force field. Just so very nice.
I managed to clear up some of the interference. I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
Okay, sounds good. Looks like it hasn't been a problem yet. Let's see if we can rescue whoever this is. Yep. I like how I disabled it by stepping on it real hard. Yeah, Pelopet Karg would be great. You should have felt terrible, Dexter. You should feel terrible whenever you take life. Oh, I should have read that. Oh, well. I mean, one thing that's still wild to me is that people haven't really glomped onto the fact that what nerds want most is stuff that makes them feel like they're a part of the universe. You know, Paramount could make a killing selling Star Trek uniforms for fairly cheap. They don't have to sell the high-end, like, Anovo ones. They can just sell cheapish ones, and they would make a lot of money. Well, thanks, Toby. I don't know. I didn't see if you answered my question, but yeah, not in any guided structure. Okay. I wish I could find someone who, like, teaches a class. It probably exists. Recover the figurine. Scan the mysterious plant. He does, Jeremy.
It's unusual to see a plant of this type thriving so far underground, Captain. We know that the people who once lived on this planet retreated to caves after some type of environmental disaster. Perhaps they bioengineered plants that could survive underground as food sources. We're still seeing the results of their experiments thousands of years later.
Oh, really? I didn't see those yet, Trexpert. I always loved toy starships. You guys, I'm sure, have seen the Starcase already. I'm sure I've talked about it on this stream, but I turned our staircase into a Starcase before we moved in. Put all my ships up on the wall, flying up the side. It looks amazing. If there's an earthquake, all of them will break and explode, but I'm trying not to think about that.
The Tholians seem to be collecting extensive data about Duan technology. They seem to be particularly interested in artifacts related to gateway technology.
Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, there's a guy on YouTube named the Klingon Teacher. Okay, you know what? No. Because if I say I'll look that up later, my ADHD will kick in, and I will forget that it ever happened. So I'm going to look him up and subscribe to him right now. Klingon Teacher looks familiar. Anyway, I'm going to send him a subscribe. Thank you. No, Dexter, please do not. Yeah, I can't imagine why the Tholians would be interested in gateway technology. Your way sounds better, Bort, so it's probably better. I still want the giant Playmates bird of prey, but I don't have anywhere to put it, and it costs too much money. What? An Iconian gate under here? What a surprise and shock that I never would have expected. Who could have foreseen such a twist? Truly, M. Night Shyamalanian. Although, actually, all of M. Night Shyamalan's twists were good. People just got tired of having a twist every movie. I started watching, What did I start watching? Oh, Trap, the new one that he just made. That's with I almost said Josh Groban. What's his name? The heartthrob from the '90s, playing a serial killer who's trapped in a concert, taking his daughter to, like, a teen concert. The premise was really interesting at the beginning, but it just wasn't. There wasn't anything about the writing that was engaging. Trexpert, I think that's probably partially true. I do think there's a lot of folks who step in and say, "I know what people want for Trek merch," and those people are usually not correct, but that's okay. Josh Hartnett, there we go. Yes, thank you. Did I kill it? Ah! I think I did. Let's go attack this mech lord. Yeah, Trap was one of those movies we decided to wait for streaming in case it was bad, and I'm glad we did. Get out of the splat. To me, my dinosaur! More like Wreck Lord. What's Hole Ampas? I want to res my crew? Nah. I've got a dinosaur. What need have I for bridge officers? There we go. Oh, we already saw this, but thank you. You should use the Tholian weapon on these guys. Nothing bad will happen, I promise. I don't believe you. Was that a command to me, Dexter? I didn't see the points come in. Now, I know what Klingon hole is, Trexpert, but he said something like hole en passe, so... Oh, it's an online resource page for Klingon. Yeah, send me the links, please. All right, new recording. Hey, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Oh, the Tholian gun heals Tholians? That's terrible. Thank you, Toby. Such cutscene. Many camera angle. Yeah, this looks a little bit like security camera footage for a lot of it, but, you know. This was, you know, BW before Weston. Speaking of seeing things through the power of security camera, has anybody watched the first 2 episodes of Murderbot yet? Because they're very good. It's not a one-to-one translation of the books, of course, and my brain rebelled at that a little bit because I had all kinds of ideas about, you know, how I would adapt them. But it's really, really good. And they're doing a really good job. I love those books very much. So I'm glad the TV show is good. All right, we did the thing. Submitting the recording. Wait, does that mean the Tholians attack on the vault? I forgot this guy's voice entirely. Was he like a robot? On the vault is nothing more than a distraction. Also, why are these artifacts so important? Preparing to submit the recording to command now, sir. It's on Apple Plus, yeah. The cutscene editor takes camera angles and puts them on the map. What was I trying to say? So most likely there is another one that there's a map of a Tholian ship somewhere nearby if we could fly around and look for the cutscene to go to on this map. Because the cutscenes need to play. The cutscene plays animations and character positions on the map you're on when the cutscene is activated, no matter what. Exactly what Jeremy just said was what I was trying to say. All right. Let's get our report. I mean, none of these are useful for me right now, so I'll take a minigun. That isn't the minigun I just picked up. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Yes. You can have a minigun now, Crack. If you're start the scene in the Great Hall, Trexpert, then the cutscene will play in the Great Hall that you are in, but it will hide your character if your character is not there. If your character is there, well, actually, no, it'll hide your character anyway, because we'll place your character somewhere in the scene, usually. Exactly what Jeremy just said again. Man. Alright, let's, back in the staging area. Okay, where's the teleporter? Over here. Ah, cool, Toby. Yes, exactly that, Dexter. Yeah, exactly. There is an option to hide that stuff, Trexpert, but sometimes it doesn't. Okay, cool, Toby. Well, maybe I'll spend some streams learning Klingon. That would be fun. All right, let's attend a research presentation.
I'm grateful for all you've done for our colony. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without your assistance. That's why I wanted you here today. To hear
Yes,
for yourself
Hunter,
some of
exactly.
what we found. Doctor?
What we found in our archaeological survey.
Yes, exactly, Trexpert.
Populated long before our people arrived after the Sundering. We've discovered multiple ruins from that time period that correspond to the few historical records we still have. Most of our data from that era was lost with the homeworld.
And the sword?
I'm ready to confirm that the blade found at the battle site is the sword of the Raptor Star.
Great, give it to
We
me.
don't have a visual record of the sword, but the one we have matches written accounts, and a quantum analysis shows signs of masterwork. Something like this could have only been made by Saharian.
We were right to come here. The sword will become a symbol of our reborn civilization. You were saying there was an earlier culture. What do you know about them?
The oldest ruins we found are approximately 150,000 years old, but I suspect that there may be some even older.
Damn it, Dexter.
Based on preliminary findings that are still being analyzed. These people were quite advanced. While the oldest ruins show a culture that was defined by its devotion to a series of deities, later they developed technology, art, even spaceflight. Roughly 150,000 years ago, however, there was some sort of
Ooh, pick me, pick me!
Every volcano on the planet erupted, presumably blocking out the sun. Ambient temperature.
All right, talk to you later, Toby. Thanks for coming by and teaching us so much.
We're still repairing that damage. The The survivors of this cataclysm retreated to caves in the wall.
Stu, your next video should be called Why You Should Watch and Subscribe to Vengeance God's channel.
We're still working on it. We have found a new site deep underground near an active volcano, but there are
Yeah, those chips are pretty cool.
unrelated to the magma flow. If there is a source of the seismic instability,
It also always amuses me
we would
in my
have to
brain
send out
whenever
people to
Jenna
investigate
Dewan
the
Tatum or
flow,
just
and
Jenna
it's
Dewan now
quite
shows up in a
dangerous.
movie.
I wouldn't send anyone down without an environmental suit. I could go myself, but
I'm not ready to authorize you to do that, Doctor. Our people have too few scientists left.
I'll go.
You and your crew are better equipped and trained for something like this.
Then lean in, Stu. Lean into getting me money.
Your behavior shows that your people and yours don't have to be adversaries. Not anymore.
Yeah, Stanky Boy, Kumarke has kind of become the main character, partially because she's insanely popular, and partially because everybody really likes working with Kipley. I think there have been some characters who go from mission to mission recently, but... Alright, let's submit a report.
Looks like it's up to us, sir, and we should prepare a full away team for this assignment. I should also note we've been given permission to review the security footage from that presentation. Just return to this location and ask one of the security officers. Shall we file a report of the findings?
Yeah, absolutely. Altani, no! You've spent $1,000 on a game that doesn't actually exist yet! I know there's a lot of playing you can do with the game.
Our scientists can investigate.
Alright, sounds good.
Secrets of the Ancients.
So how do I get there? Where is it? Down there. I hate you all. Okay, to the Payos Crater! She was on Star Trek Continues and Enterprise Wolverine, exactly. And now she's on our show. Stanky Bo- Oh, yeah, no, I already read that. Dante's Circles of Hell never counted on Tholian tunnels.
How amusing.
What's this? Oh, there's another stalker out there. She is. Yes, that is 100% true, Wolverine. That's not why we like her, but it is a true fact. Okay. Why, sir, you seem to have lost your head. IIRC, this next mission is very difficult. Well, we'll find out together. First, we're going to go find this teleport platform. I really like the music and sound effects on New Romulus. I think they stopped it because they just, like, ran out of money and time to make more. Because Grant passed away. There's a lot of reasons. Also, wasn't the guy who played Captain Kirk on Continues that super gross voice actor guy, Vic whatever? Or is that somebody else? Hey, George Worley! Oh, neat. Thanks, Trexpert. Goodbye. Yeah, okay. So that's the other reason they stopped making them, because nobody wants to work with that guy anymore, because he turned out to be a huge asshole. Yes, he was, and yes, he did. That was a hard one. Many people on the team were actually, kind of friends with Nick or Vic, but huge asshole. Yeah, there you go. Well, I think that mission is gone, Trexbird. I'm pretty sure. So that's probably why he's still in. Because you can't access it anymore. I don't know, Wolverine. Sometimes in situations like this, like with Neil Gaiman, people were, spouses were aware and even somewhat responsible. Sometimes they weren't. The Calvinverse episode is still in the game. I don't know why I've never played it then. That was such a weird pull for a guest star for STO anyway, too. Like, random, slightly interesting looking backup actor from the Calvinverse. Is it in the main storyline somewhere, or did we move it to the other missions?
Captain, these ruins are ancient. By the markings, this area would have been built around the time of the Sundering, but the lower levels appear to be much older. I recommend that we investigate deeper and see if we can learn more about this structure and its purpose. We'll need to be careful, though. There's no telling what's down here.
The purported screenshots of social media. Excuse me. For Gad or whatever his name is? And the TOS online game. I didn't know there was a... What game is the TOS online game? Got it, BDSO. Well, we'll look at this real quick. Huh. Yeah, he says, I don't know. Apparently it was faked. At least according to a lawsuit he filed against the LAPD in... Oh, yeah, BDSO, that's correct. In last year, a year ago. So, who knows? Hey, Shifty McGavin. Of course you remember this game.
Dahar Master, I am detecting high levels of toxic gases as well as extreme heat ahead. Environmental suits will be required to go further.
Alright, cool. But that happens automatically now, so... Wait, I need to go back up and see what that is.
There appears to be a geological instability here, Dahar Master. However, I believe that this rock will be continue to hold unless exposed to extreme pressure.
So guess what we're about to do. It's too bad I can't use the Red Angel armor as my EP suit. BDSO, that was done just as a quality of life upgrade for the game to make things easier for people playing through it. I don't think anyone intended to do anything more than that except maybe use them in future missions. Yeah, there are some very good Star Trek fan films out there. Oh, that's why Star Trek Continues stopped. That's right. Axanar ruined it for everybody. I remember now. They added a whole bunch of... CBS added a whole bunch of guidelines for fan films that Star Trek Continues couldn't follow. And then also Vic was an asshole and Grant sadly passed away. Oh, really? Okay, let's try it. Well, I can't do it right now. Right, I can't do it now because I have to be in my environmental suit or death. So let's go upstairs. Wait. This isn't the way I came in. Alright, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's go this way. According to the people making it, Wolverine, Axanar is still happening? Who knows? They raised a whole bunch of money and didn't do anything with it. Every time, I swear to God, every time there was a meeting where people were like, oh, how do I take off my suit? Because we're out of the area now. Shouldn't I be able to take it off? That item does not go there. Okay, let's just go. But yeah, every time there was a brainstorm about like, what could we use as a reward for this TFO event, I would always be like, the volcano suit is right there. We could just use it. Hey, ConCon, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Oh, okay. Does it come with the Red Angel suit that I now have? Do I have to claim it from like the Dill store or something? Somebody look that up. Yeah, Trexpert, that is kind of what it turned out to be, yeah. They, I think, still insist they weren't trying to do it for profit, but they used a lot of money they raised to set up their studio that they used for profit and things like that. Claim from the event store. Okay. Let me see. Now the question, where is the event store? Is it all right? Is it safe? I can filter. I don't know why it would be under summer or winter event, but it's not under either. Alright, somebody who's not me, figure out where it is. That's true, George, but they're probably not going to do that, because they'd have to go through and add it to every single bridge individually. And that would take a whole lot of time. It's alright, Jeremy. We always knew that. Hello, Looney Welsh. I hope you'll be able to stand again soon. Dinosaurs and scorpions! And officers! Ah! Well, that makes sense. So I guess that's something else we can release. We're doing pretty good. Seems. We're playing some Star Trek Online. We're having some good conversation. I'm picking up blue Rubik's Cubes, you know. Well, now they know it exists, Jeremy, so you have to do it. Is it fully made and just not released, Jeremy, if you could say? Or is it, not actually made? Never made it past the first stage. The James guy who played the first Kirk in Stage 2 was also a jerk. Got it. I don't know. I didn't know that, but... Since I wasn't the biggest... Well, I can't say I'm not a big TOS fan, because I've enjoyed the TOS that I've watched. I just haven't watched all of it. I just started watching The Twilight Zone for the first time. I mean, I've seen some of the classic episodes, but I've never sat down and watched the whole series. But oh boy, that shit is good. Did not expect to be bawling like a baby on episode 2, but I was. You can shame me all you want, Shifty. Excited the Strange New Worlds comes back. Yeah, Twilight Zone really holds up. I mean, there's some stuff in there. So far, I've only watched 2 episodes. I haven't seen anything like racist or sexist yet. But like, there's this guy in the episode I just watched who was called a pitchman. And it just meant a dude who sells random items on the street, like an old snake oil salesman. Not a term we use anymore. Dinosaurs! Yeah, I mean, I think what helps is that I've only seen good episodes. After Strange New Worlds did that alternate version of the one Romulan episode, I watched that episode to see what it was like, and it was, other than the sexism and Nurse Chapel's portrayal, the episode was great. Interesting. That sounds fun, BDSO. Oh, I don't know if he was a jerk or a nice guy. I don't know anything about him. Yeah, that makes sense, Trexpert. If there it would be more like the unintentional content of the era. You know? Dahar Master, something went wrong during the power plant shutdown sequence. We appear to have initiated a cascading overload. I think I can deal with it remotely, but it will take some time. Until then, you have to shunt the power between the 4 relays as it increases. If you can keep at least 2 relays functional, we'll be able to handle the power escalation. If we only have 1 relay, I don't know if we'll be able to stop the overload. Okay. Let's get these relays running. Let's go on a relay race. What? Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah! Oh, it's gone. There's nothing I can do now. Okay, so we just have to keep an eye out while we're fighting for when one is overloading. Yeah, Ticonderoga is such a funny place for those. Like, obviously, Trek fans are willing to travel however long to get there. But, oop, here we go. But it's just so remote. In the middle of freaking nowhere. So many explosions on the ground. Who allowed this? Yeah, shoot. Yeah, that would be great, Mino Dan. And occasionally frustrating, but mostly great. Everyone wants boy band Klingons. The reason I think for it to be in Ticonderoga, Shifty, is that shoot, is that the person lived there, I think, and could get like the real estate for cheap. I don't know. BDSO, a Star Trek musical, like a Broadway stage musical, would be really fun. I think more things should be made into musicals. It's not a musical, but there's a Stranger Things show on Broadway now that I really want to go see. Did we do it? 30 seconds left. But I think we killed all the bad guys. Oh yeah, Klingon Metal would have been fun too, but the Klingon boy band was much funnier. Red Shirts the musical. I mean, you know, honestly, I haven't read that book, but I hear it's good. You know, there are musicals like that. I think Ride the Cyclone is a musical where everybody dies. Give me your life force! Yeah, it was. They filmed both. And then they decided the boy band was funnier, which I can't say I disagree with. Alright, I've missed a mysterious artifact somewhere. There you go, Trexpert. So they started building them, and that's why. If he was an intern, he may not have been in the credits. All right. Oh, there's another one back there. That's probably the one. That's kind of amazing that pursuing a career as an Elvis impersonator can give you enough money to, like, own and build the sets from Star Trek. Did STO ever consider doing a musical episode? We joked about it, but I don't know how you'd make that playable. I mean, I sort of disagree with that, Jeremy. We could get the right talent to pull that off, but it would be very difficult and time-consuming, and we never have time for anything, or they never have time for anything. Yeah, I suppose that's true, Trexpert. Captain, we've collected all the data down here we can. Now the Romulan teams can get to work analyzing this to determine exactly what's down here and how we can adapt it to their use. It's a Tholian gate, guys, or an Iconian gate. The power plant is massive. It's safe to use to provide almost unlimited amounts of geothermal energy for the entire planet. We won't be able to use it right away, though. As long as the Tholians are here, it won't be safe to have anyone down here. Are you ready to return to the surface? We did have in Neverwinter, bards could play their own music, so... Do I really... I can't beam up? I have to run out? Oh, maybe I have to be over here. I don't think there ever was a weird STO musical that or FCO episode that almost got made. BDSO. There's a lot of, like, you know, a lot of pitches go out, but nothing ever really gets close. Curlin getting an opera would have been amazing. I'm reading you loud and clear, Dahar Master. That's not the hand's voice, but whatever. Head researcher Adrana and I are preparing to make our way to you now. We will be there soon. View the findings.
I received your signal. Thank you for calling us down. I knew we could count on you.
Sir, I think I found some kind of log or recording.
That was fast.
Can you activate it?
I'm not sure. It has some iconography similar to artifacts found in the Isha Forest Cave. This symbol in particular looks...
Yeah, that would be cool, Mito. That sounds good, Jeremy.
Is that...
An iconic
I don't
gate.
remember that, SFC, but that could be true.
I believe it is.
Yep, that's true, SFC. We did take the Somerville from the comic, and that was pretty cool. I loved all the ships we pulled from comics. Huh! That's funny, ConCon, because they actually kind of did have that in Neverwinter.
running through the gateway?
Look at those cute little Iconians.
An Iconian? I think another recording is starting.
The ship definitely appeared in the comic before we started making it, SFC. Or at least we got the art early. I don't know if it happened in short treks first. Oh, I don't know, SFC. Speaking of people who turned out to be jerks.
To the gateway.
Folks, if you're having fun on the stream and you aren't currently subscribed, we are a bit low on subscriptions right now. So if you have the means and you want to support the stream, I would really appreciate that. Oh yeah, they do have ET heads. Found home.
Recordings.
This can't be right. The first one seems to be 200,000 years old. The second one was recorded 50,000 years after that. And were those things Iconians?
We have a lot of research to do before any of those questions can be answered. This gate is clearly...
If it makes you feel any better, SFC, that particular scandal was much less worse than some of the other ones we've talked about.
Time, yes, I believe so. By the elements. Do you know what this means?
It means we have a chance to learn about one of the galaxy's most feared and
Be
ancient
careful what
races.
you wish for.
We couldn't have done any of this without...
Character randomly holding a sword for a second.
Discovery is, it pales in comparison to what you've done for me and my people.
You're welcome.
I could never fully or properly express my gratitude.
Oh, I need to see that, Jeremy.
You've accomplished since coming to
Get me
Nibra.
pictures of stretched Dewans.
The Romulans and Remans truly have a chance at starting a new life. You've helped secure our new home and given us a fighting chance at survival. There are no words that will ever fully express my gratitude.
You're welcome.
Information discovered from researching this gate will be shared, of course. Some people would be opposed to the releasing of secrets such as these. But time
Yeah, I think
time
they overstretched themselves.
that we can all work
SFC.
for a brighter
Hey, Karis!
and
Welcome!
better Romulus. I thank you.
There's also a link that just popped up in the chat for our Discord. If you're not on our Discord, come and join us. Lots of cool stuff happens there. If you want to see memes made by Dexter, boy, are there a lot. Sir, I'm receiving a priority 1 hail. Speaking of priority 1. I know, right? That's pretty great, Jeremy.
You have acted with great honor and courage, Dahar, Master Cogtash. You continue to bring the Romulans and Remans closer into the mighty Klingon Empire. In order to properly recognize your hard work and excellent service, I've ordered a shipment of materials which allow you to acquire some much-deserved new equipment. I look forward to your next report. Kabla!
You can use from this mission to run a gear project found in the Romulan Republic tab of the Reputation system. Let's see. There is no longer a gear tab, as I expected. There's a Cal Dano EV suit? I gotta look that up. Oh, that would be great, Mino Dan, but those worked because IDW had the license for both properties. Can I leave now? Do I really have to run back to leave? Okay. You think it's just in the episode? Okay, well, I want it. Yeah, we as many of you know already, uh once Paramount purchased CBS or vice versa, and suddenly our parent company had access to Galaxy Quest, we really tried to make a Galaxy Quest lockbox work. But we would have had to pay for the IP rights, and it was prohibitively expensive. I can leave from that chamber in theory, but there isn't a button for it, so... Oh, well, I went the wrong way, but I never scanned this. Oh, there it is! Cool. Exit the caves. Yeah, there was, at one point, where I got an email asking what the fan riot level would be if we stopped paying for Magic Carpet Ride, and I was like, pretty high. Yeah, SFC Fleet Command get buttloads of mobile game money, and also their parent company is just obscenely rich. Okay, what do we got down here? And that was why I couldn't give this minigun to my guy. But it's not as good as the one I gave him, so... Charis, I wish STO was rich too. If STO had been rich, I might still have a job. I can just discard this. It's worth nothing. I don't need to go through all the hoopla. BDSO, we have the rights to the audio from the movie because it's all under the Paramount CBS umbrella, and they, STO, can use that audio without any problems. But Magic Carpet Ride is a different thing. Oh yeah, and I remember at the start of our panel, Stu, jeez, Stu, we had to watch like 6 ads for Fleet Command before we could start the panel. I was just sighing, looking at it, going, they can afford every actor who's ever been in the damn franchise. All right. I didn't actually read what this mission is. Wait, this isn't... Hold on. Did we finish New Romulus? We finished New Romulus. Time for the Solanae Dyson Sphere. The gateway discovered beneath the surface of New Romulus is repaired and ready for activation. Because the Romulan Republic is dedicated to sharing the gateway and all we learn from it with our allies, we are inviting representatives of the Romulan Republic, the Federation, and the Klingon Defense Force to join us on New Romulus for the first trip through the gateway. I would be honored if you would join us, Tahar Master. Can only be completed as a single player. Yes. This is one of my favorite missions we're about to do, so... Wait. I accepted it, right? There we go. Wait. Hold on. Yeah, I think I do have to go up to the planet, up to space to start this mission. We do have better dinosaurs than Fleet Command. You're damn right. SFC, it probably will. It'll be fine.
Be my pleasure.
As part of the excavations into this area, we found artifacts from much older civilization that once lived on this world. These primitive people appeared to share the planet with their gods, in actuality a species with a much higher technological level than their own. These Dawans were abandoned when their gods left the world, or these Daewons, but over time developed their own culture and technology. Then they found the gateway. It's Iconian, but it must have seemed almost magical to the Daewons. Using geothermal energy, they managed to activate the gateway briefly, but the reaction was too unstable. The geothermal tap caused a chain volcanic reaction that devastated the planet. Our scientists say that ash clouded the sky, dropping temperatures and dramatically altering the climate of the much of the habitable land. Radiation levels spiked and many of the Dawans died. These survivors were treated to underground shelters, but it was the end of their civilization. Only the flora and fauna that could adapt survived, until we arrived. You were instrumental in helping us discover the secrets of this world. Now that we've found the Iconian Gateway, we feel it could be a boon to the Romulan Republic. The entire galaxy will be at our fingertips. All right. I mean, I think that makes sense, BDSO. Timelines was fun. I played it. It was just too samey over and over for me. I have never tried Fleet Command, and I probably never will. The way the company conducted itself often left a bad taste in my mouth.
Welcome.
The Romulan Republic is here, along with representatives from our allies in the Federation and the Klingon Empire, to witness the dawn of a new age. Harnessing the power of this gateway will change everything for our people. Yes, we must be cautious. The Daewons tried to do the same and it destroyed them. But we have been studying this gateway since Tahar Master Cogtash helped us discover it 10 minutes ago, and we believe that we understand where the Daewons went wrong. We now have the technology and knowledge we need to successfully adapt Iconian technology for our own use. We have a few final adjustments to make, and then we'll be ready to...
You think you have corrected the issue? Consider what happened to the
Jeez,
Daewons
BDSO, that's crazy.
and what the result would be if the Romulans lose a second homeworld.
Yeah, I think Midnight is a good, like, Era 1 of STO to Era 2 of STO. Alright, thanks for coming by, Hunter. Rest well. Oh, right, those injuries. I should probably have fixed that.
I have encountered Iconian gateways twice before. In both those instances, the finest commanders I ever served found the technology to be too dangerous to preserve. It is difficult to believe that you have managed to do what they could not.
Are there problems?
No problem.
Ambassador Worf was invited here because of his experience with Iconian gateways. He has been voicing his concern with our decision to activate the gateway. My science teams are convinced they have solved the problems of the past, but I fear that, like the ambassador, some of my engineers have their doubts. Titan and the Senate believe this to be an important step for the New Republic, but it is a step we must take with our allies. We respect their opinions and want them to join us in this venture, just as the Bajorans and the Federation worked in tandem when the wormhole to the Gamma Quadrant was discovered. Oh yeah, the Ambassador Worf pajamas, the very fuzzy ones.
You have not truly experienced pajamas until you wear them in the original Klingon.
In the interest of easing some concerns, Ambassador, I invite you to take a final check of the data. Perhaps Tahar Master Cogtash will be willing to assist you.
I am ready to assist you, Ambassador.
Acceptable. Admiral Kararek, I want to start by reviewing your science team's work.
Understood.
All right. So I know this is a particularly long mission, and I need to use the restroom. So I think, and we're almost at halfway point. So I think it's a good time to start our League of Swords break. For those of you who don't know, the League of Swords is my professional wrestling with sword fights show. We show an episode of it here on every time we take a break. So I hope you will enjoy And I will be back in just a few minutes. All right. See you in a second.
Previously on The League of Swords.
Thyra Rayleigh, and I am the lead amongst the plague, because Los Angeles, in your year of 2023, has been chosen as the battleground for the Grand Tournament.
Oh, and we have a win. We have a slay.
Millions of years ago, the monks of the Way saved the universe. They did it by creating the greatest tournament of strength and steel the world has ever known. Welcome to the League of Swords.
Gotta dig deep, gotta feel the desire. Take a look inside and find what fuels the fire. To a fight to live or do I live to fight? I wrestle with the beast inside me every night. It's the League of Swords, a battle for the crown evermore. It's the League of Swords, show us what you stand for. It's the League of Swords, now it's time to go to war. It's the League of Swords, better fight for your life.
Welcome, Blade Masters, to the League of Swords! We have another exciting lineup for you today. This match features Vengeance and Kid Bandits.
Vengeance? Psh, I didn't know 90s AOL screen names could wind up being fighters.
What can I say? He's a little angry.
He'd better be.
My name is Nanguaya, and I'm joined with...
On the real deal, Steve.
Welcome, the Saints of Swords!
all about what I see out here tonight? Everything that I see is a group of pathetic losers. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vengeance. I am the final boss. I clawed my way out of my world, what you people might call an arcade game. Because I was undefeated. No matter how many quarters everyone spent, no one could defeat me. And despite a slight setback at last year's LA Comic-Con, I still believe that's true. That's why I'm the final boss. And so in lieu of cutting down all of the pathetic challengers that might be laid before me, I thought I'd seek out a real challenge. I thought that I might call out the person all of you have placed your hopes and dreams in. Kid Bandit! Woo! This is your hero? Literally ever.
What? Name 3 things wrong with me, huh? Yeah, that's right. Yeah!
Your shoes untied. I'm
So you're here to win the Crown of Thorns, huh?
Crown of Blades, I am.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do with the Crown of Blades?
When I create my ideal world, there will be no togetherness, no love. There will be only conflict. Until one of us is the strongest. And it will be me. Why? What are you going to do?
Well, to be honest, I didn't even know there's a prize. I thought we just get to like stab people here. So. but since the question has been put out, what should I get when I win the Crown of Blades? Let me think. How about free pizza for the world? Every single day! Forever! Pizza!
Pizza! Pizza! Pizza! Pizza! Pizza! No, that's ridiculous! Pizza!
With extra cheese!
Shall we do this then?
I need to like learn how to use this.
Fine. You need a second to look at the controls.
I do. Okay, does anybody have like a internet on their phone? Who has internet? Oh, you have internet? Yeah. Okay, so how do I jump? Hey. Yeah, there we go. How do I slash?
Why?
Okay. You and me. Yeah, you and me. Okay. Ha! We have the power of friendship. You're dead.
After I'm done with her, you're next.
From the last level and your last quarter, the final boss, Vengeance!
I've heard Vengeance has given a lot of people game overs in his time.
From the hopes and dreams of all, the protagonist of pro wrestling, Kid Bandit!
Kid Bandit is one of the most agile people I've ever seen.
Take your place!
Yes, very light on her feet.
Oh, that was fancy. I better do that.
Now, is she any good with a sword, though?
Let's find out. I don't seem too confident.
Fight!
Everyone knows the Naruto pose works.
Oh, with a cartwheel advance. Oh,
Vengeance pretty quick. Oh, destroying the pavement.
oh, with a
man.
tumble. What are they doing? They are really at each other.
Alright, that was cheap.
I kick this butt.
Parry. Parry. Kid Bandit is just so agile on their feet.
Yeah, but it's only gonna take one hit from Vengeance to put her out.
Yeah. Vengeance is not playing with that two-handed sword. One slice is all they need.
Oh, yeah. Yeah! You also have to take into consideration, like, the size difference. Like, Vengeance and... Oh,
Here we have a choke. We have a choke that counts just like losing a weapon. If you get to 10, that is a disqualification. They lose. Oh, with a reversal with an arm slice.
that's cheap. That shouldn't even be allowed. Like, once you're being choked, you should just tap out. Friendship or pizza or whatever, I don't care.
Extra cheese, extra cheese.
To hell with your pizza.
Vengeance with this wild
Going that agile. Ooh, a butterfly over the blade. Reverse to a 1-inch punch. Ooh. Can Vengeance catch their breath? Oh, disarmed. Disarm and a minor. Is that? Is that? Oh, and a wardrobe malfunction. Oh.
The determination of Vengeance to be able to still stand despite having only half a foot.
Oh, what determination to win this fight. They do not care about their hand. They care about the victory. Kid Bandit's not getting up. The strength of Vengeance. Woo!
I get pizza
That
in craft
was
services.
smooth.
After next year! 1 year and a day, baby!
Wait, do I get paid in double pizza now? I can't wait. Kid Bandit's gonna give me pizza? And then craft services is gonna give me pizza? I'm gonna have friendship pizza for days! God,
All the pizza for you, my friend.
I'm so glad I'm not lactose intolerant. Oh, so, does this work on a video game character too?
Apparently it does.
Okay,
Oh.
well, he seems cranky.
Yes.
Like, you think he's gonna write about this on LiveJournal?
For someone who doesn't lose, he's not taking losing too nicely. We'll see more of Vengeance, I'm sure of it.
You all warmed up for your dance earlier, right?
Saint, I realize I forgot to give you a special greeting.
There is one more.
Yeah, hello everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a very fun memory for me. Despite, the floor trying to kill me and then my boot tried to kill me. I had 2 different pairs of those boots. I bought them very cheaply at a like flea market kind of thing. And the sole came right off the boot on both pairs. Apparently they're not a very well made brand, and the glue might have fallen apart if they got taken to something like Wasteland of a really hot summer before I bought them. I don't think they can be repaired. I've thrown them out by now. I was gonna try and do some stuff with contact cement, but I realized I would have to, I wouldn't trust fighting on it again. Luckily, I got them for really cheap, way cheaper than I should have spent on them. So I'm Duquette? Cool. I like it. That's amazing, BDSO. I did not hear about that. I love it. All right. Let's go talk to some people.
I'm sorry, did you need
I don't mean to be so distracted, but it's taken a lot of work and a lot of late nights to get here. Finally, we're ready. We've considered everything that could go wrong and planned for any contingency. Yeah, it was kind of scary at the time, Mito, but then it was hilarious later. The D-Wans weren't as advanced technologically as we are. They hadn't even become a warp culture when they tried to repower the Great Gateway. But we have advantages they could only dream of having. There's some risk, of course, but anything worth doing has some risk. We wouldn't be standing on a new homeworld for our people if we hadn't been willing to take a chance and challenge the Tal Shiar.
How can I help?
With all due respect to you, Ambassador, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
I wonder if this is supposed to only play the first line of each section, or if there's a bug that's cutting it off. If you want, I'll review the data my team has collected with you. Dahar Master Togtash can review the power variance coefficient numbers for the Alpha, Gamma, and Delta monitors. Maybe I do need another set of eyes. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping.
I'll find those numbers.
Looney, my left boot fell apart during the fight. The soul came off it completely. The big soul.
Oh, the gateway? Fascinating. Simply fascinating.
The way the teams here have used alternate energy sources to supply the immense amount of power they needed to reactivate it is, of course, the Federation Science Council's position on Iconian technologies, that it is very dangerous, and if used at all, it should be with extreme caution. Just the opportunity to study Iconian tech is exciting, but to actually see it in use, I never thought I'd have an opportunity like this. Yeah, I suspect it probably is on purpose, Jeremy, but... Okay, I'm gonna have to, power from beta feed dropping. Okay. Alright, so I don't have to actually do anything here, I just have to... Oh god, if she asks me, I'm gonna be mad.
Were you able to find the coefficient numbers for me?
Damn it!
Program initialized. Select monitoring.
14, 77, 47, 38, 9. You know what? No. I live in the future. I'm not going to rely on my silly memory for this. Haha! For incomplete scripts.
Program initialized.
Oh, that's funny, SFC.
Were you able to
Alright,
find
Alpha is 14.
Alpha is 14. That looks correct.
Where is Gamma? Gamma is 47.
Yes, that's correct. Gamma is 47.
38. As you can see, Ambassador, we have all the numbers perfectly in order. Does that satisfy you?
Your numbers may be correct, but have you ever witnessed the power of one of these gateways outside of a holodeck?
The way they explain it, Ramona, is that she's like having us look it over to make Worf feel better, but like, yeah, I don't know how what we just did would help anyone feel better.
Even the best plans seldom survive contact with the enemy.
Oh, well, that's nice, Altani. I was talking with Mei Ling over the weekend about how, like, you know, you watch old episodes of, like, Buffy or Charmed or something, and so many of the problems that come up could be solved by cell phones, which is why writers were so annoyed when cell phones were invented.
Yes, they've been asking for the final power variance numbers.
I'm sure Commander Mayak would appreciate the newest set of data.
We'll speak to him next.
It's true. Worf could look at it himself as well.
This means the Iconians can show up anywhere. No wonder they control most of the quadrant. Guess that means we need some extra firepower if they show up here.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk to Commander Mayak, not Commander Ninyan.
I appreciate you speaking up about your concerns.
The musical episode of Buffy is the brightest spot in an otherwise really unfortunate season. I don't like season 6 very much at all, but if our projections are off at all, we could end up freezing to death in caves just like the Duons. This gateway is an extremely valuable resource, but is it worth losing everything we've built here? I have new numbers for you. You want a full-time job here? I could use some reliable help. These aren't too bad. Better than what we had before. Maybe this will work after all. That's good.
I agree that the simulations look promising.
I kind of agree, Ramona.
Still have some concerns.
I view it as trying to just write around, like, as just something to, just a challenge to come up with different problems. I was really amused, though, you know how in Leverage they have those ear communicators that they use to talk to each other during heists. There's one episode where they used them to talk to each other when somebody was in South America and somebody else was in England, I think. Their ear-to-ear communicators still worked. No, shouldn't be sticking to a deadline for this. This is a super weapon. My team has the geothermal tap operational, and with the proper numbers, we can finally align the power flow to the gateway and activate it again. I'd be happy to discuss your concerns with you, Ambassador, but I'll need someone to help with the final commands to raise the pylons while I monitor the power levels. Guess that's me. Dahar Master, could you help? All of my team are busy with the tap, and it will give the Ambassador some time to talk. I'd ask Adrana to do it, but she's got her hands full as it is. Catan invited you here, Ambassador. He had good reason, and he's a good man. I trust him. If he thinks you have something important to say, we need to listen.
Perhaps we can find a solution that will ensure the safety of all of us. Show me your projections.
I'll activate the consoles and monitor the power readings. I feel like if you guys were short a scientist for this, like, you should have just brought one. But yes, this should not be on a deadline. Oh, that was cool. Those things actually opened. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I would love to get more Rekha Sharma in as well. I mean, you know, having some of these characters come back would be fun.
The numbers are good, but something seems off.
That is true, Jeremy. I haven't played this mission in years, Charles. I don't spend my every waking moment studying Iconian gateways like you.
Agreed. Sensor readings from the gateways I've encountered were significantly different than this. Could it be because of the power source you're using?
Yeah, Vito Dan, you're 100% correct. Idolizing the Empire is idolizing fascism, and too many people are way too comfortable with that. That would be amazing, BDSO, but we're a Star Trek main character, so we know how to do everything.
Readings like this make me wonder.
You open a door, and that means there's got to be something on the other side. Maybe this isn't a one-way trip. Do you think there's something on the other side trying to get in?
The numbers aren't saying that exactly, but it's a real possibility.
I understand what this gateway means to my people, but I'm concerned about what it could happen if we open it without taking more precautions. Can we add more security?
Captains Sean and Corin have been consulting with Kararex security forces. I will ask Corin.
Have a nice trip. See you next winter. It's fall, you idiot. one of my favorite quotes from Back to the Future: The Ride, which no longer exists.
I do not know Captain Sean, but he commands an enterprise. He must be a formidable man. He also has less
BDSO, that's wild.
activating the gateway than others.
I didn't know Vader was an Andor.
I am certain he has considered all the options.
I'll speak with Sean and see what our options are.
How may I assist you?
Do you have a moment?
The team looks like it's almost done with the final checks.
So, Mino Dan, multiple things can be true. Darth Vader was a victim of some circumstances. He was being manipulated by a Sith Lord, and he was trapped in a Jedi Order that had fallen very far. At the same time, yes, Anakin Skywalker made his own choices. It doesn't, knowing the reasons why doesn't excuse him from the fact that he probably murdered his wife, that he murdered a bunch of children, that he killed innocent people. You know, both things can be true. You can understand why someone is doing something and still not forgive them for that thing. Exactly, Jeremy. That was a choice he made. There's a great moment in my favorite book series, where one of the main characters is being told, has just regained memories of doing horrible, horrible things that he done in his past that had been erased from his mind. And as he's, remembering them, the main villain who had been manipulating the whole time is basically saying, like, it's not your fault. I did this to you. Like, just give in and let me take your pain away. You're not responsible. I am. And Dalinar, the character, finally says, you cannot have my pain. I made those choices. I killed those people. And it's one of the coolest moments in fiction. Well, the Stormtroopers were also badly trained and incompetent, Trexpert, because, they abandoned the Clone Trooper program and just wanted to get as many people out there as quickly as possible. Using AI is gross, but I did see a very funny video of the Fortnite AI Vader talking about sand. And because he can't come over and chat with a Starfleet officer without raising some eyebrows in his own delegation, he's sending you instead. Why would that make sense? Interesting. Tell him I share in his concerns about the Gateway. What does he think we should do? He wants an option to neutralize the Gateway if we need to.
I'll admit I've been dubious.
Hey, Orangitis!
From the start.
Some things are too powerful for anyone to have. Okay, so he has kind of the retro space captain voice. Still, it's my job to do what Starfleet command orders, so the Enterprise is here to assist and represent the Federation. But it's also my job to protect my ship and the Federation, so I had my engineers work up some contingency plans. If Corrin is bringing in extra ground troops to deal with any unwelcome visitors, that should help. My chief engineer worked up a few small spatial charges with enough power to take out the Gateway. If we attach them to the base of the pylons, we'll be able to stop a disaster before it starts. There you go, Karis! I don't want to use them unless we have to. We're here at the Romulans' invitation, after all. But it's always good to have a backup plan. I'll take care of it. Yeah, Riker is kind of that retro sci-fi vibe. Nope. But he's definitely got that, like, I'm a space hero in space kind of voice.
What are you? Good idea.
That's great. Well done for the writing on that and to that voice actor. Okay, so who am I talking to now? Talking to Katarek.
If all the preparations are complete, I see no reason to delay.
Is placing massive bombs on the top secret project without asking for permission. I know, Sean is everywhere. Did we ever try to get Riker? I'm sure we did. I don't know if he was prohibitively expensive or never available. It was really only in the last couple of years, well, I guess last decade of STO's life, that we started getting bigger guests like Janeway and Geordi. Oh man, that's funny, Trexpert. Witness the gate activation. Nothing will go wrong.
Initiating final power transfer.
Yeah, as well he should be, Jeremy.
Levels are within expected parameters.
Activating gateway. We've got a spike. Attempting to compensate. No good. Abort! Abort the mission!
It won't shut down, sir. Huh. Oh no!
Detonating charges.
Yeah, Frakes just does a lot of recording anyway.
No effect. Get everyone out of the chamber.
I don't know if he wants that job, Looney.
Into the gateway.
You definitely did it, Cars. Yeah, it's friggin' huge. Oh, and crushed by a rock. All the falling rocks.
Knew that gateway would be trouble. We can't get a reading on where we are or how far we've traveled. The best we can figure out is that we are not in normal space anymore. And we are trapped.
Ripping off this sequence for the beginning of a Star Trek series would be pretty cool. I mean, I guess it's basically just the plot to Stargate Universe, now that I think about it, but...
The scientists have been able to get a few readings from New Romulus, but the gateway was damaged. We cannot use it to return.
You're right, that is surprising, Jeremy.
Grab some supplies.
The rocks haven't turned into sheep or anything.
They might have something useful. Check the crates. Assist with the wounded. Once we have seen to the immediate problems, then we can worry about getting out of here.
Understood. Emergency medical kits. Nice. They had bounce physics originally? That's funny. That's like the story y'all always tell about the Gorn rock throwers, and the rocks just kind of going boink. Yeah, BDSO, I remember how often this mission breaks. It was really frustrating because this mission is so good. A rock hit me on my way through the gate. I guess it could have been worse. I could have still been there when the top of the cavern came down. It's my ankle. I can't put any weight in it. I hope we don't have to move quickly. I don't think I can walk, much less run. I haven't actually watched Discovery Season 5 yet, which I don't know why. I just haven't. I need to sit down and do that. But now Murderbot is out and Poker Face is back. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Nope. I gotta do it in that order.
I believe I have found a way to open this door, but it will take two of us to override the controls.
Okie dokie. Let me just talk to... Oh, that's you.
I think I can open this door, but I will need your assistance. Once I override the security protocols, you will need to rewire the primary motivator to release the locking clamps. Are you ready?
Oh, that's funny, BDSO. I love that. Well, Ramona, I think that's because projectile attacks just can't miss in this game. They're not... I think it treats the rock the same way as a blaster bolt, if I'm right. Blaster bolt, jeez. Phaser blast.
see what lies beyond.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's a canon response, but not quite a canon response.
My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway. Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of tetrion radiation? I am picking up something beyond this door.
Well, I guess we gotta talk about it.
As much as I hate to say this,
No!
we'll cover more ground if we split up.
Never split the party, Worf! You fool!
Agreed. We should keep in contact as we search.
Commander Nignon will accompany me.
I will accompany you.
I'll organize a security detail to remain here. I'll take care of things here. Good luck and watch your back. We don't know who else could be in this place or what they want.
Come. We will find the way out.
I'm not gonna just come because you tell me, Worf. Gotta work a little harder than that.
Yeah, that I didn't know, as Trexpert. Let's split up. We can do more damage that way. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay. I thought he was just turning around and walking away. I was like, okay, bye, Worf. More Tetrion radiation. You know, honestly, Klingons probably do love MOBAs. The sort of toxic chat you get on League of Legends is something Klingons would enjoy, I bet. Yeah, Discovery did have a throwaway line somewhere where they mentioned the Iconian remnant as someone that might have been responsible for something, but
This facility is mostly automated. That doesn't mean it's abandoned.
We're keeping watch for automated security. Nothing we can't handle yet. We found something interesting in this room. It looks like some kind of sort of targeting array. I'm going to try and find out more about it.
Maybe it's a way to open a gateway
hey, Eximer!
without a corresponding one on the other end.
Charis, the Iconians did nothing wrong. Nope, nothing at all. Definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Klingons might... What would a Klingon MOBA be based on? Probably just Klingons. Different classes of Klingons. That's great, Ramona. I went to a town named after you this weekend, by the way, Ramona. There's Ramona, California was where we stayed to go to the zoo. Yeah, that would be cool, BDSO. Maybe we'll get more of that in the workplace comedy that Mariner's actress is pitching, if that happens. Ambassador, I think we should take a closer look at that large console.
Good idea. If there is a targeting system and a medical bay, we may find the equivalent of a shuttle bay as well.
Are you a swordsman or do you have a gun? Yes. SFC, I love that. Gotcha games were created on Kronos, but the first time a Klingon made a roll and didn't get what he wanted, he found the developer and murdered him, so they don't really get made anymore. Looney Welsh, I gave you Klingon metal. What do you mean you want Klingon metal? Yeah, Lower Decks is basically a Star Trek workplace comedy, but this one was apparently going to be even more like people working at a bar. I don't know if anything happened with it, though. This is the main control console for the environmental controls in this facility. The environment can be set to accommodate a wide range of humanoid and non-humanoid species. Whoever used these controls last set the environment for breathable oxygen-nitrogen mixture that is standard for most humanoid species. You cannot determine how long it has been since they were last accessed.
We have not heard from the
Tawny Newsom, thank you.
We need to check in with them.
Uh-oh.
Security detail, answer.
Are you sure something here is not blocking our communicators? This is suspicious. We should check in with Karn and Sean's teams.
I'm cold. Turn the temperature to 80 degrees. Who are you torturing? Oh, yeah. On Ferenginar, gacha games are the lowest form of gaming. Most games on Ferenginar have an energy limit of 1. You could do one thing per day, and then you have to start spending money. Is that on Blue Sky? Trexpert? Was that something they announced? That's cool.
I've found what appears to be some sort of targeting system.
That's strange.
Captain Sean, what is it?
Did you hear that? We should. Ensign, look out!
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry!
Let me look this up, because that would be a cool feature to have. I doubt I'm a select account. Yeah. The feature is not widely available yet. Okay, well that's cool. I hope that gets sent to me at some point. What happened to my game sound? That's true, yeah. I'm excited for that, Trexpert. Hopefully it won't take too long to search for. Okay, I've still got sound. Look for Sean. You find a Starfleet issue phaser, and this one has several adjustments made to it to maximize its power. The work is impressive. Sean's tricorder. It's still recording, but there's a 4-minute gap in the file. That seems bad. Standard issue toolkit. You know the ensign with Sean was carrying one like this.
No sign of Sean's team. We are not alone here.
I wonder if people thought Sean was dead the first time they played his mission. Yeah, that would be amazing. I would love to not have to do that. This appears to be a targeting system of some sort, with settings for 6 coordinates. It shares some characteristics with a transporter, but the technology is so far beyond what you've seen before that you're not sure you'd be able to operate it.
This does not bode well. We should rendezvous with Korn and the others.
I agree. You know what? That posture is exactly correct. This is the first time I played this mission with these drones having the right model. The first time I played this, there was some kind of bug happening where they were like inside out. Bleat? I've heard of Skeet. I had not heard of Bleat yet.
Left without their supplies or weapons. Can you hail them?
Anyone?
We must find Korn and the others.
We need to hurry. We're all in danger here.
Wait. I know this place.
Thank you very much for the bits, Examer. That scared the heck out of me for some reason. Skeet isn't that dirty.
This table.
Moth? You know, that's not bad.
Just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood, Klingon, and Pharosan. Koran put up a fight.
That makes sense, Bort. I remember you guys talking about how faithfully you'd remade that. Nope. What did I miss? Examine data storage.
There are data entries here that correspond to our missing people. They will be taken for examination soon. It was a Solanogen-based race, and I have seen this before. When I served on the Enterprise, we attracted attention of aliens who existed solely in subspace. They abducted us, experimented on us. We did not know why, but their actions went far beyond mere curiosity. We were able to stop them before they established a pocket of subspace on board the ship, but not before they sent a burst of energy through. If these aliens served the Iconians, that energy could have been a message.
Looney, I've been playing a lot. Well, not a lot. I've been playing a bit of Star Wars Outlaws lately. I'm also playing this mobile game called Knighthood. That's kind of fun. What's Project Wingman, Drexpert?
Koran was not taken without a fight. Of that I am sure. And this table has not been used yet. These aliens must be holding the others. It is only a matter of time before they will be examined as well, and the experiments can be deadly. Everyone here is in danger. We must find and free them.
Yeah, I heard the latest update to Outlaws also adds a bunch of features people were asking for, like being able to shoot from your bike, which is great.
There is a holding area down this hall. We should... Automated defenses! Defend yourself! That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Koran's work.
I still love so much that Hondo is the voice from that Hondo is the same voice actor as Winnie the Pooh. Just great news.
Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
There probably are. Squadrons is great, Ramona. Ha! That's funny, Looney. Okay. Cool, Trexpert. Alright, all the Guardians are dead. Let's scan some Trionium gas. I'm rich! I'm dead! Oh, look at the time! Hondo is one of the greatest additions to recent Star Wars. That's hilarious, Dexter. I love voice actors doing wildly different characters. No, I know you're serious, Looney. It's just hilarious that they gave a Welshman an American accent. It's like, you know, Jake Gyllenhaal being the Prince of Persia. Which I liked that movie, but I totally understand why everybody's like, that guy's not the Prince of Persia. I don't know if they'll ever do a Star Wars What If like on TV, but there were Star Wars What If comics in the 90s or 2000s. They had like what if Luke died on Hoth, which ended with Leia training to be a Jedi. They had what if the Rebels had captured the Death Star. There was what if Darth Vader had survived. There was a lot of cool ones.
There is still someone missing who could be saved. We are not leaving without them.
He's right. We keep looking. Who is this? They're not with us. You find a desiccated corpse. It's not from a species you recognize. Interesting. Oh, that's funny, Ramona. Yeah, a temporal investigations series would be great. I would love it as an anthology series. It's been a while since I've watched Schism. Is that what the aliens looked like? Just clicking and wearing robes. Ramona, I too love the aliens. Matt Ryan, that sounds familiar. Isn't that Constantine? Yep, that's them. That's cool. It would have to be a really big lightsaber, Examir. Like, the biggest. Yeah, CW Constantine. I knew that movie Constantine was Keanu Reeves. Sean is pale and unresponsive. His breathing is shallow and his pulse rate is dropping. He requires immediate medical attention. A tricorder scan shows that Sean's left arm and both antennae have been surgically amputated and then reattached. Yeesh. An unknown foreign substance has been introduced to his lymph nodes, and his superior vena cava has collapsed. Sean's cardiovascular and lymphatic systems have been seriously damaged by the experiments. He requires immediate medical attention. The suggested procedure is regenerate veins that... Okay, so bottom to top.
What happened? How... Can you help Mike?
Yeah. That's amazing, Ramona. In Jedi Academy, you could reflect, you could push rockets back at people with the Force. I just haven't done it yet. A quick tricutter scan reveals that Mayek's blood has been completely replaced with a synthetic liquid polymer. Even immediate medical attention would be no help. Jesus. There are no defensive wounds on the body. Hello, Rachel. Mike didn't even get the chance to fight back. The cowards who did this should pay with their lives for such disrespect. Captain Sean.
There's nothing more we can do here.
If we want any hope of finding other survivors or stopping what's happening on New Romulus, we need to keep moving. Ambassador?
Agreed. Mike's memory is to save his new home.
Agreed. Oh, really? That's interesting, BDSO. I wonder which writer that was.
His signature is emanating from somewhere across this expanse. We need to find a way across.
Continue.
My scans indicate there's some sort of control system at work.
Perhaps we can use that to activate a connection to the next platform?
I'm picking up more of those automated defenses.
They are at my tricorder's maximum range, but they will be upon us quickly. The wounded are too weak to put up a fight. We should cross quickly and make our stand from a position of strength.
You should scout ahead. Karn and Sean will remain with the injured and defend them if the Guardian drones arrive.
Agreed. Oh, interesting. What was the sealing deal over calling it the Jirok over the Mayak, Jeremy? Oh, it was Terry. Okay, cool. Oh, console.
Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
Okay. Database entry. System. Soul. Dominant species. Human. Servitor presence. Level 4 surveillance in effect. Ideal site for harvesting. Servitor races have used disease epidemics and internal conflicts in ancient past to gather specimens for study. Wow, the Iconians did COVID? Fucking did everything. Population is numerous but mostly peaceful. Poor candidates for servitor status. High creativity levels and self-preservation instinct make them inclined to fight rather than submit when faced by overwhelming foe. See Borg for more information. Can be aggressive when threatened. Recommend that all activities in system be covert until invasion is launched. Target for extermination. If Sol system is eliminated, models show the political entity known as Federation may collapse.
The Sol system. Earth.
I wonder, was this the point that y'all were like, ah, I see we are fucked? Wait, but where does this go then? Alright, well this is not the way I'm supposed to go. So we're going to go the way we're supposed to go. Yep, sounds like a good plan. Let's nuke the Iconians. What do you think, Karis? The secret one with the hanger pets. Of course I've forgotten that because I never knew about it. Do I have to go back? Is that the one that I just opened? Species. Kronos. Dominant species. Klingon. Servitor presence. Level 4 surveillance in effect. Okay, I'll go back and go down that way. Aggressive, warlike species that dominates this area of space. Strong tendencies to fight rather than submit. Harvesting programs in past have been problematic. Only successful when used in concert with eternal conflict. Possible candidate for servitor race if key members of the government entities known as Great Houses can be used to direct rest of population. Military structure in most organization makes population already accustomed. Hey, thank you very much for the subscription, Endeavor! How you doing? Welcome, welcome! Recommended study of honor in society for use as a tool for control. If population could be absorbed into servitor species, it would be a great addition to our fighting strength. If they cannot, extermination must be swift. We cannot give the Klingons a chance to organize against us.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world.
Wow. Nice. Well, thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. Storage facility Z98. Purpose: supply and transport servitor troops during expansion and pacification actions. Capacity: 4.7 million units. Docking stations: 220. Current status: error. Alert: storage facility Z98 has been in stasis mode for error cycles. Connection to gateway network unstable. Okay, that's all we get. Right in front of me. Okay, we got the accolade. Error. Did they find your weather control machine again? Oh, yep, there's a console here. Yeah, Ramona, I mean, I talked once to Kate about what they'd had to do to make this mission work, and it was insanity. System: Vandros 4. Dominant species: Dominion. Servitor presence. Level 9 surveillance in effect. Dominion scientists discovered an intact gateway 37 cycles ago, but it was destroyed by opposition forces before they could activate it. There are other gateways in the region that remain inactive. Agents are in place to stop the Dominion from discovering the location of these gateways before we are prepared. As to the Dominion themselves, we recommend observation but no engagement. The Dominion are organized and used to subjugating large numbers of species spread across a large area of space. When the Alpha and Beta quadrants are firmly under our control, then we will have the resources needed to conquer the Dominion as well. Alright, so...
I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
I wonder if who would win and if the Iconians and the Dominion went to war. That would be interesting. I think it probably was, Jeremy. Attention alert. Connection to gateway network unstable. Immediate action required. Gateways 7,255. Gateways inactive 5,967. Gateways damaged or inoperative 880. Alert. Gateways in Andromeda active. Alert. Unauthorized connection to network detected in Hobus system. That's us. Okay, I don't see any more bridges I can extend, so back we go. Yeah, the whole sky file here is really cool. The different planets popping in and out as you go. Like, it's just neat as hell. I remember being absolutely blown away the first time I saw this. Ah, okay. I like that, Jeremy. I thought we were from Hobus, but you're right. Hobus is the supernova. System. New Romulus. Dominant species. Romulan. Servitor presence. Level 8 surveillance in effect. Survivors of Romulan extermination have gathered on site of former Dewan homeworld. They have uncovered sites belonging to servitor races and are attempting to reactivate Gateway. If Gateway is successfully activated, they may threaten the entire network. Attempts to use Alachi to eliminate threat. Unsuccessful. Alliance with Tal Shiar are problematic. Romulans as a species show more self-determination and willpower than in previous observations. Leader known as Sela must be controlled or eliminated. Several key members of Romulan Republic Gateway research team have been taken for additional study without their knowledge. Brain scans of researcher Adrana have yielded vital information about Project. Agents have used that information to destabilize Gateway. If activated, seismic instability will affect entire planet. Expected outcome is 70% reduction in population. Remaining survivors must not be allowed to form organized groups. Recommend subsuming them into Alachi as soon as possible.
New Romulus. The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
So cool. System, Iconia. Dominant species, none. Servitor presence, level 1 surveillance in effect. The homeworld is still unsuitable for habitation, although servitor races have begun subspace modifications in preparation for invasion. When Quadrant is pacified, we will use forced labor to terraform our world for our return. All must be as it was.
I know this planet.
Follow the red path? There isn't a red path. I have yet to see a red path. I got blue and green. Oh, that's funny, BDSO. Oh, there's a red path. Okay, cool. System, Quara. Dominant species, Quarren. Level 6 surveillance in effect. Industrious and technologically advanced planet. Extremely low level of automation means population must constantly refresh workforce. Use of radioactive mines to infect ship crews and bring them to Quora is interesting, but ultimately insufficient. We would require greater amounts of loyal servitors to pacify Delta Quadrant than this method would provide. Recommend cooperation and eventual inclusion as servitor race, in exchange for their loyalty and detailed information on their indoctrination techniques. We will alleviate their manpower problems.
The Delta Quadrant? Does the Iconian influence reach so far?
So I assume this is a reference to a Deep Space Nine episode that I don't remember. Looney, what film was that a reference to? Current status. Ship, Obelisk 1. Servitor, Solanae. Status, ready to deploy. Activation codes, authorized. Waiting for navigational input. Yeah, I remember enjoying the prequel comics to 09. Alright, I followed the red path and nothing happened. Go around back. Same thing. Must have missed the first one? Okay. Maybe it's this one. Have to hit all 6 for it to trigger. So I have to find 6 more red paths? Okay, we can do that. I will try to avoid going towards the ending, which is this way, so not that way. I don't remember BDSO. Jeremy might remember. Alert. Safety measure Theta 6 in effect due to gateway instability. All space gateways for large ship movements have been withdrawn to subspace until network instability is addressed or proper activation codes are transmitted. Okay. Open hidden compartment. There we go. Yeah, Mino Dan, and I think it was the first comic to establish Data being the captain of the Enterprise as well. That's cool. That's really cool, Jeremy. They're basically free dill pets. Neat. Oh, other way. Advanced still pets. Yeah, I also want to know what Worf did to the E disco. But that story will be told someday. Would have been cool if STO was the one to tell it, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm sure it'll be a comic or novel or something. Although with everyone kind of laughing about it, I guess it can't have been too traumatic of a situation. Yeah, that is really cool, Mino.
Master control panel. I believe we can use it to open the gateway.
All right, let's reroute some power.
When we access the database, we must know what the Iconian plans are.
Okay. Shoot him! That's a good fanfic right there.
Data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive.
All right, let's reroute the power again.
I will remodulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
That's not unexpected, Jeremy. I bet you they didn't have a plan, though. I bet you they just didn't want us to do it.
Look, that's the new Romulus gateway.
Wow, that's a lot of gateways. Holy crap. Oh, no, I did that wrong. Yeah, BD, once Paramount started making new stuff, they really wanted to have their own control over it. They didn't want to have anybody else say something that could contradict them.
Reset.
It wasn't the only one.
Uh-oh.
Ambassador, we'll cover you as you download the data. The paths are retracting.
I feel like it is, Ramona, and that was a really cool system. I hope they use that again someday.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security.
Yeah, BDSO, I heard.
Worf, we're out of time.
I have downloaded what I can. It is time to leave. We have cut the network's connection to the new Romulus gate, which should stabilize the situation there. There will be some damage on New Romulus, but it could have been far worse.
We never do find out anything about all these other gateways. I figured they would feature prominently in the Icodian War. Well, that's a story that Jeremy can tell Flo to follow up on.
This is a bridge. We have walking wounded, but some of us can still serve. Where do you want us?
All right. That's right. I assign people to the different things. This is a cool bit. Okay, cool. That would be interesting, Jeremy. This panel provides bridge control for engineering functions, including damage control. Captain Corrin has the necessary experience for this station. I did not know Corrin was an engineer. That's great. Be careful with the fanfiction contest, Jeremy. Make sure you limit it to a small amount of words, because someone is going to have to read them all. The last time we did it, I read them all and narrowed them down to like 5 that I submitted to Paul to pick a winner. Sensor and deflector dish controls. Although Adrana lacks combat experience, she is the best choice for this station. This is the primary weapons control. You could think of no one better suited for a position like this than Ambassador Worf.
We have saved the Romulans' home world, but the gateways are open now. All of them. We do not know who will use them. It may be the Alachi, or it may be something far worse. We must warn everyone of what is coming.
Receiving tactical.
You forgot Midnight, Kara, and you were making fun of me for not knowing stuff?
Another gateway in the Jarrett system. It's big. Ship-sized.
The gateway is transmitting a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up Elachi ships on an intercept course.
I suggest we go there and contact New Romulus for reinforcements.
Yes, SFC, you absolutely can. I'm answering for Jeremy.
Not from here. I can make a gateway for us and set a destination close by, though.
Do it.
Taking us out.
The design your ship contest was really fun.
Since
All right, here we go.
are in the Juret system, systems are all reading normal, but objects sighted near the ship. It is an Iconian gateway.
I'm very glad to see you all safely returned. When the quakes began, we lost all communications with the gateway chamber and feared the worst.
Thank you to Tans
Where did
Naval.
you go? Through the gateway? And what is that ship? I've never seen anything like it.
I'll provide a full report as soon as I can. Suffice it to say, we had to open the entire Iconian gateway network to save New Romulus.
You reset. Oh, elements preserve us.
There could be hundreds of gates, thousands. Are they all active now? There was a ship-sized gateway hidden in subspace in this system.
Enough talk. The gateway is transmitting a signal. I am picking up a corresponding one from an entire fleet of Alachi ships on an
Love that, Jeremy.
every available ship. We must fight if we are to survive.
Sending reinforcements now. Good luck, and may the elements protect us all.
We will hold the Elachi here until reinforcements arrive.
We will hold off the Alachi until Allied forces
Okay,
arrive.
so we're gonna...
Press the launch button to create a wing of fighters to aid you in combat. Each hangar supports 2 wings.
I don't know what any of these do. I'm just gonna put the ones that I think are useful in...
After the selected enemy.
Because spacebar is gonna activate that anyway.
Escort mode to have your fighters defend the selected ally.
That order is probably not right, but...
Activate intercept mode, and your fighters will prioritize small targets such as torpedoes and mines.
Okay. Sounds good. Which one is... This one's launch. And then do I have to launch them the first time to get auto-firing going? Probably. I forgot how cool the obelisk looks. Neat little carrier. Yes, those are definitely BW cutscenes. Probably at least 2 or 3 BW.
Federation and KDF ships are reporting to our location.
Romulan ship's singularity core is destabilized.
That sounds right. No, Weston was here for Victory is Life. I remember, because he did the hug at the end of Victory is Life, and it was so freaking hard. Yeah, that was also fun, BDSO. I feel bad.
Hold them off.
At the end of my time on STO, I really let community type stuff slip. Because I was depressed. And I wish I'd done more. I mean, you don't have to die, though. Like, just putting that out there. Oh, no, that sucks, Endeavor. I'm so sorry. I don't know what this does. Then don't. Yeah, I don't think any of you guys blame me, but I still feel bad about it. I also sometimes wonder how it affects my current job search.
Subspace was one of many activated to prevent the destruction of your new homeworld.
Enterprise to Captain Shaw. Good to see you, sir. Sensors indicate an Alachi.
Where is Attack Pattern Warp? I'd be happy to activate it.
Glad you can make
Yeah, I mean that's very what's the word? Consistent with like TNG and TOS VFX Arona. I love all of you positivity bombers, and I appreciate it. Oh, it's being activated. You just like saying it? Okay, cool. As long as I'm doing the right thing. All right, this is for you, Jeremy. Attack pattern Worf. I still remember the super cool 3D printed Shishar Dreadnought that Rakosa had in its office. When we all spent a bunch of money right at the start getting 3D printed ships. Oh, that's cool. So when do players get it? Kidding, kidding. That was right around Jula that it was actually Scott, our lead environment artist, and the sort of cutscene designer and storyboarder and director who came up with adding motion capture. Once I think Steve Stacy, who's the animator on Magic and Neverwinter and was on STO for many years, I think came up with how to do it for STO.
There is still the matter of what to do about the gateway. That discussion cannot be delayed.
Agreed.
The Alachi forces have been destroyed. No further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now.
Yeah, it was a personal project by the executive producer at the time, Ramona. It was a really cool idea, but it just wasn't put together quickly enough. Yeah, the Jula Strut is the thing that I know for sure is motion captured. I think this one of the Bothleth fights was too. I really wanted to choreograph that, but I didn't volunteer in time.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
The Klingon Empire will fully support our Romulan allies.
We will? A lot of them weren't, Mino. A lot of them were freehand by Weston. You didn't need a whole office, Trexpert. We just had a suit.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Bortesque. Worf will be waiting.
I missed what Sean's person was saying, because I was talking to you guys. What did he say?
Ambassador, it was a pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time. Send my regards.
That's hilarious, Ramona.
I'll let Chief O'Brien know. Sean to Enterprise. Transport me directly to my ready room.
Today was a glorious battle. You have won much honor for yourself.
Endeavor, there was plenty of reference to look up online without us having to do it, but Weston may have filmed himself anyway.
Our people will need to face. If we are to survive, we may need to face.
Although we had a little mini panic when that kid sued Epic, I think?
To fight beside you.
So this is my ship now, yeah? This is my ship now? Take us out. I know, Trexpert, I'm kidding. Alright, let's see if that fucked all my traits. Yep! Just my ground ones, though. I'll take a Subspace Rift Warp Core. That sounds good. Now, the question is, what did I have? I know I had that, because I've got my thingy. Probably had that. I don't think I had Maquis Guile. Bonus melee damage. Plus crit chance is usually what I do. That doesn't help me. Oh, okay. We filled it up. All right. Personal traits. Oh! Sorry. I didn't see that. I forgot about loadouts. Sorry. Wait, no, not enlightened. I wanted elusive. Cannon training. So, are you saying now that I've slotted things, it won't work? Luckily, it looks like everything else held out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Alright, that looks correct, except for the visual here. Inventory full. Inventory always full! Is there any way to reduce the chat delay? Probably not. Oh dear, and now it's all stuff I can't get rid of. I can get rid of this stuff, though. Okay, let's... Oh, a sec. Won't be using these. Won't be using these. This. This is something from the thingy. I probably don't need Sluggo Cola. Yeah, let's just get rid of it. Got it. Well, thanks anyway, Bort. Okay. Now I need to find my correct shield. There we go. Okay, looking good. Yeah, it's a database info, Mino Dan. And no worries, Jeremy. I appreciate your help nonetheless. All right. Got a few more minutes. Actually, what I'm going to do, go back to solo here so you guys can't see the game while I'm doing this, but I am going to purchase some Zen. so that I can buy out the event. How much Zen am I going to need to buy out the event? 100? No. 1,000. I have 100. Okay. 1,075 to be clear. Oh, you know what? That's probably not. Will you please use dry dock? No, Orangitis character container means your character and everything that's on it. Okay. So what did I do wrong logging in here? Okay, so you're sending me an Arc Defender pin. Whee! Entertaining stuff. I accept. Yeah, it's everything on your character. On Champions, we had some issues because there was an old card that browser isn't up right now, is it? Just double checking. Okay. Because there was a couple old character accounts that excuse me, did not have, that had somehow gotten way more slots than they were supposed to, and way more character slots, and it just caused the whole game to slow down. Okay, confirm purchase. Oops, I minimized you guys. When a specific race of duty officers poofed? No, what's that? Is sub-only chat for your secret BDSM, folks? No, I just don't turn on sub-only chat because, you know, I don't have that many subscribers. Okay. Back to the game. Did it count that, or did I have to start it over? Was it a bug, or did we take the duty officers out of the game entirely? Okay, now I've got the Zen I need. So you guys are allowed to see the game again. Let's buy out this event. Because I really do want this thing. Claim. Great. Oh, wow. I'd forgotten about that, but I remember now, Jeremy. All right. Drop this in here. And I need to upgrade this, which I can't do because it's in my inventory. Do I have tech upgrades? I have 23 ultimate tech upgrades. Perfect. Shit, if I have 23 ultimate tech upgrades, is there anything I need to upgrade here? Well, I'm not going to stick with these forever. So no. I think we're good for now. I'm glad it was reversible. So, was it just somebody accidentally clicked on the wrong thing, Jeremy?
Congratulations, General. Congratulations, General.
So my fancy white jacket might disappear. We gotta try this out. I'm gonna transwarp to. Where's a good place that I can do ground stuff? Can I go to Defera ground? Is that a ground thing? Yeah, but I can't shoot stuff on Kronos. Oh, yes, I know about that, Jeremy. Yeah, but where's the Dyson Sphere? There's the Fleet Cylinder. I guess I'll just have to manually go to the Dyson Sphere. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, that's all true, but I want to actually shoot something, and I don't want to start a whole TFO. Whoa! Take me to the battle zone. Except... But they just searched for BAK? And deleted a whole bunch of doths? Oh dear. Nope, looks like I've still got my cool costume. Let's go outside and shoot some stuff. What is the 3 on this? Oh, okay. And 2 is the web grenade, right? Because it's a Tholian thing. Oh, you can put it on your entire away team? That's hilarious. I need to find a spot where there aren't as many people so I can actually try this out for reals. Yeah, Solar Gateway just wrecks anything it encounters. I miss it. Oh, it draws in enemies. That's right, I'd forgotten about that. Okay. Okay. I dig it. It doesn't seem super accurate, but it is a minigun. Ah, okay, so I can't do it right now, BDSO, because I've already equipped it to myself. Alright, well that's fun. It's like a ground gravity well. That's pretty neat. See if I can find a group of dinos that hasn't already been murdered. I'll give it to Kraken, it'll let me get another. Okay, cool. I assume in, like, the Reclaim store. That's fun. I like that. And it's a, it doesn't lock me into slow mode the way the Zenkethi one does. That's hilarious that if your character turns around, it keeps shooting out of its back. Okay, I think I can safely say I enjoy this gun. Who's Spider Carl? Oh, the slow walk? No, don't fix it. Don't fix it. Give me what I want. Jeremy, I know that as a content creator, I have no pull anymore, but the fans will be very upset if you remove this. I know it as a community manager. You should listen to me. So you can just keep mashing 1 and keep the shooting going. Yeah, Mino Dan, if only Jeremy would finally make that pet tab he's been talking about for a decade. That is so hard to make. All right. RP slow walking. That's great. Okay, well, that was awesome. I have to wrap up early because it's another day where I'm picking up my daughter, but not that early. Yeah, you're in charge now, buddy. It's time to do 2 things. 1, the pet tab. 2, rip out the the injury system. Please. Please. Pet tab is a place that you can put all is an inventory bag, an extra one, where you can put all your pets so you don't have to keep them in your main inventory. It's basically what it is, Karas. BDSO. You're right. But we might actually go see the Minecraft movie tonight. She has said several times that she wants to go see it. She might change her mind as soon as I pick her up. And she may get freaked out in the middle of the movie before we even get to Chicken Jockey. But, you know, I hope it's good. Well, I know it's good. I've seen it. I hope she likes it. All right, so if you like this stream, please do me a favor and follow and subscribe. If you aren't already following, just hit that follow button. If you have the means and you like the stream and you wanted to support us, support me, there's no us. Just hit that subscribe button. You can do it for free with an Amazon Prime account. You get 1 free subscription a month. I would love it if you would consider throwing that my way. And I am still looking for ideas for a sub drive that we can do. Some sort of torture reward you can give me. But you may also go join our Discord. There's a really cool community there, and I think you'll really like it. You should also check me out on my socials. I'm Vengeance God on Blue Sky, and I'm Broken Infinity Films on Instagram. You've also got... what was it? We've got merch! You should come and check out our merch. Now, you already know that we've got the amazing designs about the Oberth from Duncan, Idaho, proud captain of a Frisbee strapped to a canoe, and the USS Oberth, a Frisbee strapped to a canoe. If you send me a picture of you wearing my merch, I will definitely put it on the stream, so think about that. We've also got now You Madrin Bro, a collection of all of your ludonarrative dissonance jokes. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Being right about The Last Jedi. All of those are now available in the store, which the link just went up, but all of you are talking about dying pets, so I'm going to post it again. Go ahead and click that vengeancegod-shop.fourthwall.com, and I'll give you it's Dissonance Trexpert. You should all also play more STO. You should give me money and then play more STO. Jeremy, I just indirectly gave you money by buying Zen, so you should give me money. No, you've given me enough money. But anyway, and everyone in this chat plays STO and thinks only of STO anyway. All right, so then, I also have a wish list. There's some stuff on there I would love to get if you guys can buy it for me. Please, I'm poor. There's also some stuff on there. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. But there's things like a subscription to Adobe Premiere. Jeremy, I was kidding. Thank you. Thank you. As soon as I said it, I was like, shit, he's going to actually do it. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I appreciate you. Anyway, what was I saying? There's some stuff on the wish list, which I will now post again because chat has moved it along. Like a subscription to the Adobe Creative Cloud, where you don't have to buy it for me all at once because it's expensive, but you can donate to the cause of getting it for me. So like it's kind of like a mini Kickstarter for different things. So if you all want to jump on, say getting me Adobe Creative Cloud back, you could do that. The links just popped up in chat. I host 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks network. They are the Ace of Geeks podcast, where 4 best friends get together and talk about the nerdy things that they've seen or done that week and then make them fight to the death. Edge of Reality, which is our TTRPG podcast, and Yavin Radio, where if you like Lower Decks and you like Star Wars, you'll like this show. It's about 2 losers of the Rebel Alliance who interview people they find around Yavin base. And also, you saw it earlier during the break, The League of Swords is my high-octane, family-friendly sword fighting show in the style of professional wrestling. You should click on that link. You should subscribe to that channel and find out more. Please. Please subscribe to that channel. Please. 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 Okay, anyway. And I think that's all of my plugs. So let's see who we are gonna raid on this day. On this day, we'll be raiding. All right, Rachel, give me your suggestion. Oh, guys, we should raid Pokimane. She needs the views. Granny Wiz. Okay, who's that?
Questions to set a computer up.
Actually, a granny.
No, Princess.
Playing Wizard 101? Sure, that sounds fun.
Because there's bound to be somebody in this group that can tell you. I'm
I'm gonna mute her for a minute. We got 20 people watching, but we can give her another 26 more. All right, folks. As always, it's an honor and a pleasure. Tomorrow, I will see you at 1 p.m. for some Jedi Academy. Might start a little earlier because my therapy might have gotten moved around. I'll keep you in the loop, or you'll just see me go live. Until tomorrow, it's been awesome seeing you and hanging out with you. Thanks for being here and making my day brighter.
Infinite loop. It sounds like you're hinting that if I don't provide the information you're looking for, you might
What?
just head over to a live stream. Tell
Okay, that was weird. Anyway, love y'all. Talk to you soon. Live long and prosper. Kapla, Jolan True. And if you're one of the lovely people who only comes here on Mondays for my Star Trek Online streams, come back another day. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe there are other things in the world besides Star Trek Online. I know, that's terribly shocking. All right, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.